Hey everyone. So first I'll address the elephant in the room. I have not done a market update since summer started, and for that I'm so sorry. But to make it up to you, I'm gonna do a whole summer real estate market update for the South Jersey area. So I hope this is helpful, and we'll jump right in. So of course we're gonna be covering the months of June and July. We'll talk a little bit about August, but of course I don't wanna report on the entire month of August since it's not done yet. So for Camden, Burlington, and Gloucester counties, we have a total of 3,118 homes that listed in June and July. That is down, of course, 28% from last June and July. So that's, again, a pretty staggering difference in how busy the real estate market is this summer compared to last. We have 2,509 homes that have gone under contract, and that's down 21%. And we have 2,731 homes that have sold, that's down 27%. The average sale price is $376,896, and of course, with a reduced with basic supply and demand, with significantly lower supply. Again, we're down 28% in homes that have listed. That, of course, increases the sales, so we're up 9% in terms of values from last summer. So I just like to give a little bit of insight too. Of course, these numbers are the numbers, and it's really helpful to know these things, but what does that mean? What are we seeing? I think it's so important to talk about these numbers, figure out, what does that mean for you? And by the way, before I move on, so far in August, we've had 739 homes that have listed our current inventory in the three counties of Camden, Burlington, and Gloucester County is 1,904. So what I've been noticing with my buyers and sellers is really it's pretty competitive across all price ranges, but it is extremely competitive. The $250,000 to $350,000 price point, we do find extremely competitive. July had the highest list to sales price ratio that I could find, and that was 103.3%. So on average, that is the highest list to sales price ratio that we've had in quite some time. We are also seeing a higher price point, maybe not quite as competitive given the interest rates, because the higher interest rate, and at this point the national average is about 7.4%. We're seeing in the $450,000 price bracket, you might have a little bit more negotiating room because they're getting a 99% list to sales price ratio versus 103.3% in the lower price bracket. I'm personally seeing offers that are winning at least 10% over the asking price. So again, 103.3% is the average, but in my experience for the more desirable areas, they're much more move-in ready. We're seeing 30 plus offers on homes again. And really it's the winning offers are more in the 110% range. So, of course, I'm educating all my buyers on how this is affecting their bottom line. I encourage everyone to reach out to their lenders. With the increase in the interest rates, of course, their purchasing power is going down, so they really need to understand how that's going to affect them. And it is unfortunate because we're seeing the purchasing power is going down, yet as we're seeing, the average sale price is going up. So the average buyer can afford less, and it's just becoming more and more competitive. So I'm certainly, again, not saying that to scare anybody away. We're still getting our buyers under contract. Just take some time, take some perseverance. So regardless of the price point, though, I did find it interesting that the median days to sell is hovering still at 11 days on market. So another interesting thing that I found, because I am working with some FHA and VA buyers. There are fewer in general VA buyers, but if you do have to purchase with an FHA loan, I found some interesting statistics. So I went back and looked over the last 2 months, so over June and July. 56% of the homes that have sold were conventional, were using a conventional loan. 22% of them were cash. Only 15% of them were FHA. So it's becoming a little bit more difficult to get an FHA loan accepted. VA is only 5%, but again, there's not as many VA buyers out there. So it's just, again, such an interesting statistic. If you're an FHA buyer, we just have to come in a lot more competitive and just be really smart about the strategy that we're using to get an accepted offer. So all of this to say, there's a lot to say on the summer market. If you have any specific questions, again, this is also hyper-local. And in general, it does kind of ebb and flow even still. Like I said, it's 11 days on market, but I did have a listing that actually sat for 20 days. And after, I think it was by day 25, when we were about the point where we were considering a price reduction, we decided to give it another few days. And out of the blue, we got 3 offers, and we ended up just about 103% over where we wanted to be. So as any real estate, as any market, it still has its seasonal ebbs and flows. So we are keeping a very close eye on it. And of course, my purpose of doing this is to really be an educator. I really want to be the one that's giving you the information to help you make a decision. So I preach all the time about the importance of getting your real estate knowledge from local trusted sources, not the media, not your neighbor, what they think it should sell for. But you really need to get real-time local information from an expert that is in the field every day. And that's ultimately going to be what helps you make a decision as to whether it's a good time for you to buy or sell. So really, let's talk about it and see if it's a good time for you. But I hope everyone has been having a wonderful summer. Can't believe it's halfway through August already. And I look forward to jumping back on and starting with these again monthly, starting in September. So thank you for bearing with me. It's been a very busy summer for the Campos Homes team. So I appreciate your patience, and for everyone that reached out asking me, where are the market updates? Here you are. And again, I promise to keep that consistency going from here on out. So hope everyone again enjoys their summer, and I will talk with you soon.